Alright, what's up, internet? In today's video, now I got a lot of requests for this one because apparently a lot of people are having trouble with just pokes and pressure in general. People don't know how to defend in this game, or at least it seems that way. So in this video, I want to talk about standing defense and philosophies on how I think you should try to deal with pressure. So the best way to describe this pressure in this game, or at least defense in this game, is by separating it into two categories. Now, the way I see it, at least, defense in Tekken is separated by solid, quote-unquote, defense and party animal defense. Now, what I mean by that is solid defense in this game is what you get when you are defending with simple universal tools like backdash, block, down back for low block, low parry, universal low parry, side steps, side walks, and visually breaking throws, as well as visually seeing slow lows like that, or whatever slow lows are in the game. That is like the quote-unquote solid way of defending in this game. The other way of defending in this game is the party animal way, and what that is like using moves that have evasive properties of some sort, using them to defend for you, and in a sense that's like a natural option select. What you're doing is, as a defender, when you're getting pressured, if you do something like a hop kick, the way you're option selecting is you're getting in the air, so if they hit you with something, they're going to float you. You're also going to beat throws and lows. However, if they do something like a jab or block or sidestep, then it's going to beat you. So all these crush moves that you're so tempted to use all the time, like counters and all that shit, they're just different types of option selects. And the problem is, if you get used to using these things as a crutch defensively, it will definitely hinder your growth as a Tekken player, or at least it's in some cases it can really damage your growth. So my advice to the people who are struggling with pressure in this game is, I would suggest that if you're using a character like, let's say, Ling Xiaoyu here, I have heard over the years several Xiaoyu players who are kind of like dedicated Xiaoyu specialists. They have complained about how when they were learning how to play this game, they relied too much on Art of Phoenix, and what that ended up doing is, instead of learning how to break throws, they decided that every time they feel like a throw is coming, they're going to try to use Art of Phoenix. If a throw came, they're going to just launch it or whatever, but if the throw didn't come out, you're going to use just some stupid mix-up out of Art of Phoenix. So what that ends up doing is, it ends up making it so that you use this crutch till the end, and you end up being not able to defend in the quote-unquote solid way, and that's not what you want. So my tip to new players would be, if you use a character that has something very good as a defensive option, try your best not to use that as a defensive option. If you have Art of Phoenix, try your very best to not use it when you could simply visually break or see the low and duck, or duck under the situation visually and manually. I think you should do that more often, because before you can start to implement the party animal stuff to your game, like, you know, it belongs in high level play. Let's face it, hop kicks are super good, and you know, lightning screw with Lars is super good. So is Art of Phoenix. So is you know, moves like Can and all this stuff. They're very good, and there is a place for them in tournament play. But without the support of solid defense behind them, all you're really doing is closing your eyes and going all in with like mid-suited connectors, praying for a flush on the river, you know, and you will get it, as many of us know, and that is a poker reference, but as many poker players know, sometimes people are just going to go all in and they're going to land their river, you know, river bullshit. But in the long run, if you play solid, you will be a more solid player. And I know it's tempting. I know a lot of these new players, and even seasoned Tekken players, like I said, it's very tempting to just can some guy in the face, or, you know, Art of Phoenix under their throw and just, you know, put them in the air. But The problem is that you're going to win that battle, but in the end, you will not win the war. You will be losing precious game time and experience time. You're almost losing it. You should be using that time. If you know your opponent's going to throw and you're a Xiao Yu player, honestly, why would you go into Art of Phoenix? You should just stand there in his face and break that shit. You're telling him, when you do that, you're telling him that Art of Phoenix is even more dangerous than you thought. Because now I'm not going to go into Art of Phoenix every time I'm scared. I'm going to go into that shit when I'm 100% sure that you're going to do something that's going to whiff. And when you put that kind of fear into your opponent, you have truly become a skilled Tekken player. Because you're using your strong defense as a way to open up your offense. And that is essentially your goal. So hopefully this helped you guys out. I mean, I know I didn't show you a lot as far as visual aids, but honestly, this is an extremely important topic, and a lot of people asked about it. So, you know, hopefully this helped. You know the drill. If you have any questions, make sure you comment and rate and subscribe and all that shit, and I will catch you guys later. Take it easy.